Okay, I have like nobody that watches my YouTube channel, so I doing this like portrait mode. This is really bad. So I doubt anyone's gonna see this, but I just need to put this out into the universe in the hopes that somebody who has seen the third season and the fucking last season apparently of Love Victor, that I've literally been waiting for, like counting down the days for a fucking year after they finally let Felix and Pilar get together, and. Girl, the first half of it was so good. We had it so good in the first half. The first, like, 3 episodes, it was so good. And then, if you've seen this, like, please just, I want to talk about this with somebody, because what the hell was the storyline? Because I fucking love Pilar, but I do not like what they did with her. Let's see, I'm tensing my hands so much. I care a lot about this, because I have been, like, solely... I love this show, but the main reason I was waiting so long for this was to see what they did with this relationship. And I feel like a lot of people can say the same thing, is that was like the couple that we were waiting for. Like all of season 2, they were building to it. So we had it so good in the first half. And I feel like Felix was more understanding to Pilar in the beginning of the season when she didn't want to tell her parents about the relationship. I feel like he was more understanding to her than she ended up being to him later on, when her parents finally accepted the relationship, and then he was like, okay, we can go back to normal now, because I get where she's coming from. And you know what? If you don't feel like someone's fighting hard enough for you, you have the right to be like, I don't think this is right for us anymore. But it's like, then later on, not later on, but like right before that, when she comes through his window, and this whole thing of her really not seeming to respect his consent as much as I would expect for her character, because I love her character, but just the fact that like she was continuing to kiss him and stuff, and then he was like, stop, and she's like, what's your problem? Like low-key kind of hostile towards his like boundaries. Like I know that it's this whole emotional complexity thing where she feels like she can't fully express herself because her dad is overprotective and stuff. Like I get that, and like the writing is really good, but the full like, I don't know, that was low-key, like that just didn't quite sit right with my spirit. Low-key, like near the end, I feel like she wasn't really being fair to him, and then later on when he's apologizing, and he's a sweetheart, but this whole, let's talk about the fucking ambiguous ass ending with, yes, it's artful and whatever, because not everything needs to be explicitly stated, but bitch, did we really wait a year for ambiguity? Did we really want to wait a year? I am yelling. Did we really want to wait a year for, like, yes, it was well done, the fucking, like, apology scene, but it's like, could we have gotten one more I love you? Like, yeah, it's like platonic. I appreciate you guys since you've moved here, and I appreciate that Felix was like telling his side of, you know, the story, like apologizing, but also just acknowledging where he was coming from at the same time, because that is valid. And I get that if they like, obviously, if nothing was going to happen with them, they probably would have just had him, like, walk away and leave it be sad. But then she, like, grabs his hand and then pulls him into the... Okay, obviously, spoiler alert. Pulls him into this family photo at the carnival. And the parents have already, like, become okay with the relationship. And so they're, like, welcoming to him. And the people are saying, like, the way they smile at each other in the photo, if you've seen it, you know. Like, we know. And it's, like, she's forgiving him with her eyes. And it's, like... I feel like this is signaling a fresh start. I feel like it's signaling a fresh start. And I feel like that's the plot device of like, maybe they end up being together. Maybe they end up just being really good friends, except I really don't know. But it's like he said, I'm really sorry I couldn't be that guy. So I'm like, what does that language say? Let's break that down for a second. I'm really sorry I couldn't be that guy. Are you acknowledging that you should have done more to fight for her in the past in that moment, and that you want to be that guy? Like, is there a chance of this still happening to where you can be that guy? Or are you declaring like, I don't think I can be the guy that you deserve, and so like that's not gonna happen, like we're not gonna try? Like, I know that they did this fucking ambiguity shit on purpose, and I'm like, why is this the one that you need to be ambiguous with? You were super fucking explicit with Victor and Benji and how they end up, and I know that I can give credit to a writer, like, not necessarily wanting to end something in a conventional way and wanting to maybe leave something up to interpretation, but it's like, bitch, could we not have had one more kiss? Seriously, could we not have had one more I love you, like one more stroke or gesture of some kind of explicit affection between them before you fucking end it? And it's the last season and we've been waiting for a fucking year. And I was like, oh, like, I feel like they could have done more with it. Like, I loved it but at the same time, it's like, did we really reach the potential? Did we really reach the potential? And is there any fucking email address for anybody that works at Hulu or whatever, like, whoever created Love Victor, what is it, like FX or something? I honestly forget. To where they can do a Felix and Pilar spinoff. I know that would be like a spinoff of a spinoff because this whole thing came from Love, Simon, but it's like, hold the fuck on. We have this Felix and Pilar situation, like, we don't have time to unpack all of that. You need to give us a whole other series. Like, if you give us a whole other series where their relationship is, like, the main focus of it, like, bitch, that is a fucking whole other situation. Like, why are we not digging into that? Why are we not accessing that? Like, why did they do this ending? Like, I'm literally ranting. Why? Is there, like, please give me your theories of what you think they were trying to do with this ending, what you thought of it. I seriously want there to be spin-off, but I know that there probably won't be, and I fucking wish there was, and, like, why? I low-key feel like it was a missed opportunity, but also is, like, there is so much other shit that happened in season 3 that I really do love, but it's just, oh my god, like, I was just, like, waiting a year for this because I was so happy when they finally got together, and now I'm just, like, absorbing all of it, and I'm just like, what do I even feel about this? I don't know. So thank you for listening to this, like, just complete rant and super unstable camera work and everything because this is just on my phone. Please let me know what you thought of this show if you have seen it and what your thoughts are, how you feel about it, and your theories, and if you'd be willing to send letters to whoever could make a spinoff happen, because wow, I really need that. Or if you know any really good, like, Love Victor fanfiction, bitch, I would get back into reading fanfiction if I could find some good Felix and Pilar fanfiction. I've literally not read fanfiction since I was, like, in, like, 5 years, like, with, like, 21 Pilots fanfiction. It's a really good One Direction fanfiction, like, back in the day when I was a teenager. But anyway, that's all for me for today. Thank you for listening. Take care of yourselves. Peace.